Alrighty, Chef Buck here, and today we're gonna cook up some flourless, gluten-free banana pancakes. And we've been getting away from the bread a little bit. They're mostly banana and egg. They're mainly banana and egg. In fact, a lot of recipes just call for nothing but banana and egg. But then, that I know, but that's not gonna be, that's not very pancakey. But these are gonna be kind of pancakey because we're gonna put a little bit of baking powder in there. And that's going to cause them to have a little bit of lift, a little bit of rise. I'm talking a lot. Why don't we just make these pancakes? Why don't we just shut up and do that? We're going to take a couple of bananas, and this is going to be enough for 2 people. 6 pancakes. This is like two medium-sized bananas. If you need to know how big, just get one that's about as big as my hand. I don't know, does that help?
Smack your hand.
But the thing is, when you're making the batter, you want it to just have kind of a pancake battery consistency. You don't want it to be too liquidy or too watery so that when you spoon it onto your griddle or in your skillet, that it just spreads out in a big liquid pool. Now I'm just going to smash these up. I'm lazy, so I try to use as few utensils as I can. So I'm just going to take my whisk and smash up my bananas a little bit here. This is good enough. So boom, couple of bananas, and then I'm going to throw in a couple of eggs. The whole thing, the white, the yellow. Boom. So now we got our egg, we got our banana, and to that we're going to add a little bit of vanilla. Usually I just throw a splash in there. I got like 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to put in 1/2 teaspoon of cinnamon. Boom. And a little splash of salt, a dash of salt, a smidgen of salt. Mix this up a little bit. Boom, boom, boom. Smash my banana down a little bit more. And you see there's some chunks of banana in here, but that's all right. Give it a good stir, incorporate it all well. And now for the piece de resistance, I'm going to put a little baking powder in here. Make sure that you use a gluten-free baking powder if you want it to be a gluten-free dish, But I don't care about gluten-free. I mean, it's just egg and banana, mostly. But I'm going to throw this in here because this is double-acting baking powder. So it's going to give it a little bit of a rise. It's going to start to act once I put it in here. And then when I heat it up on the skillet, it's going to give it a little more lift. So for 2 eggs and 2 bananas, I'm going to put in about 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder. And give this a stir. And having just a little bit of baking powder in here is gonna give it more of a pancakey consistency. And you see, that's not too thin. And we're gonna let it sit for a few minutes and let that baking powder start to act up. So go ahead and let it sit all on its lonesome for about 5 minutes. And while that's going, I'm gonna go ahead and heat up my skillet. So get you a skillet or griddle or whatever the heck you're going to cook on and put it on kind of a medium-low heat. The key to cooking pancakes is to have a hot surface. When you put your pancakes down, you want it to start cooking right away. You don't want to put your pancakes on your skillet or griddle while it's still heating up. So go ahead and give it time to heat up. And use whatever kind of oil you want. I'm using a little bit of coconut oil here. It's kind of thickened up a little bit sitting with that baking powder in it for a few minutes. This is kind of the consistency you want it. And I'm going to go ahead and do it with a tablespoon. And I usually do like 3 tablespoons. 1, 2, 3. And that's a pretty good size right there. And it's kind of holding its shape, nice and round. I get 3 of them on here. 3 good size, and I'm going to do 2 skilletfuls like this here. So me and camera girl will have 3 cakes each. You can see it's cooking up, and we're just going to leave it alone. But it's not going to cook up exactly like traditional pancake. You can see it's already started to rise a little bit from when we had it in the bowl. And now that it's on the heat, it'll rise a little bit more. It's going to get kind of fluffy, kind of like a pancake. Let me see how this is doing on the bottom. That looks pretty good, so I'm going to go ahead and give it a flip. Get your spatula all the way under there, of course. Boom! Little turn, heartburn. And they're staying together pretty good. And the thing is, unlike flour pancakes, you can kind of turn these over a few times. Usually like with a flour pancake, when you turn it once, you don't want to turn it again because it gets kind of hard. It gets that flat, rough, disky feel. You can tell a pancake that's been flipped multiple times. But these here, you can flip them and flip them and flip them, and it's not going to compromise the flavor integrity of your pancake. These got a nice enough color. So boom, there's one. Give me a little bit more oil on there.
Round two.
But it ain't gonna take a lot because I'm using a non-stick skillet. So let's finish up our batter. Boom, 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 and there's our final 3 cakes.
Ooh, smells good.
Come over here and get a good picture of these. I mean, they're kind of nice and fluffy. You don't mind if I manhandle your cakes, do you, Cameron?
Woohoo!
I almost want to. Here, I'll take a little bite. Are you
know
focusing
what?
in? What?
You know what? You didn't put the walnuts in?
Ah, shoot, I forgot the walnuts.
We can put them on top.
Okay, no, I
We
can
put
do
them on
I
top.
can do it right here. Because this is actually kind of key. I like walnuts in my pancakes. So, you know, before you flip them, go ahead and lay it on top of the batter. Oh, good job, camera girl. See, those are going to be your pancakes because they don't have walnuts in them.
Share alike.
Yeah, but I like walnuts. And you can use walnuts, you can use chocolate chips. But having a little bit of a different texture in there will make them a lot yummier and tastier, I think. You know, especially because they're these banana pancakes. You know, having some nuts in there makes a big difference. Boom, but give them a quick flip. And they really hold together nicely. Come back over here. And come back over here and look at this. Are you getting any close? Because I want to show. See how that looks? It has a very nice, fluffy looking texture because it's risen, you know. It looks very bready, I think. Egg and banana, man, it's just amazing that it cooks up to this consistency. Boom, some fluffy, gluten-free, flourless banana pancakes.
Who would have thunk it?
You know, and because they're not overly ripe bananas, it's not going to have an overpoweringly strong banana taste. If you don't like banana, if you don't like the taste of banana, this isn't for you. I mean, they're banana pancakes. You know, just get a banana that's not at its ripest. You know, and then you will still have the banana, but you won't have the banana pow. But boom, there you have it. I'm going to put a little bit of maple syrup on here, which you don't have to do. But then you don't have to put maple syrup on regular pancakes if you don't want to. But that's kind of crazy. But the thing is with the banana egg pancakes, these are actually a little more moist than you're going to get in a regular pancake. You don't have to put walnuts in here. You can put chocolate chips. You don't have to. You can put blueberries. You know, but having something in the pancake, you know, to make the texture a little more interesting, I think is a good idea.
Yes, he always chews like that.
How was I chewing? You think it sounds loud to you? You should hear it in my head.
I don't want to.
No, nobody wants to be in my head. A flourless pancake, what? And it's actually very good. But go ahead and give this recipe a try. Let us know what you think. Boom and bon appetit. You know, if you want to print the recipe, what are you trying to tell me? What am I missing?
Then pause before you do your pitching. Bon appetit. I love to hear you say that. And then you go, bon appetit. It's just bon. You know how you do. You just say bon appetit. Let it sit for a second.
I'm the director.
Yeah, well, you're also the cinematographer.
All right. All right.
Okay.
All right, so go ahead and give this recipe a try and let us know what you think. And bon appetit. Pause. And, you know, check the playlist for more videos if you want. If you want to print this video, go to, I forget my damn website. Go to I forgot my darn website. Go to myfoodchannel.com. You know, you can print it out there. You can print any of our recipes out over there. I'll have it written down below if you just want to take a gander at it. Super simple.
If you think they're not going to be fluffy, you're going to be surprised.